G'day, how are you going today? It's just such a glorious day here in sunny Christchurch at the moment. You know, we live in the most wonderful city in the world, I think. Sometimes we can experience 4 seasons in one day. In fact, it was not just so long ago. I remember we had an earthquake in one day, we had a hail in the afternoon, it was sunny in the morning, the rain fell as well. We didn't just have 4 seasons, man, we had disaster and we had peace all in the space of 24 hours in the magnificent city of Christchurch here in the beautiful tourist country of New Zealand. It's just amazing what lies beneath the grass, the beauty in the grass of New Zealand sometimes. And it's a little bit like our lives sometimes. Just think about it. Wouldn't you like to be able to experience peace? Peace in your heart, peace in your mind, peace in your life circumstances. Wouldn't it be wonderful to be able to think about what peace really means? So many of us are searching, questing for peace inside, and we even wonder sometimes, what is peace really? Well, it's easy to think about it when you think about the recent earthquake in Christchurch. Peace in Christchurch is when we don't experience upheaval, convulsion, and when the ground's not tearing itself apart and causing us all to lose our sleep and feel fearful inside. So what is peace? Peace for the ground of Christchurch, the physical area of Christchurch, of course, is a lack of earthquake where the ground remains the same. Peace in our financial or our physical or our spiritual life means basically the same thing. Where we know where we're going, we have a feeling of certainty about where we are and what's happening in every single area of our life. That's what peace really, truly is. And how do you find it? Well, there's so much stuff that happens on our planet, isn't there? There's things that happen inside our homes, there's things that happen around our homes, and there's things that happen to our environment. I was fortunate enough to be able to visit the amazing tourist destination of Rotorua. I'm still learning how to pronounce it, but there you go, Rotorua. And Rotorua is just the most amazing place. It's got these warm springs, 40 degrees Celsius, some at boiling point, some are just so beautiful and gentle to bathe in. You can go and visit waterfalls in the bush around Rotorua, and you sit underneath a warm waterfall. I come from Australia. I'd never seen anything like it in my entire life. Well, I've invited Sarah-Jane Bishop.
Hi.
Tell us a bit more about Rotorua. I'm pronouncing it wrong, aren't I?
Rotorua. Rolling your ass.
Rolling my ass. I can't roll my ass. That's hard for me.
And it is an amazing place.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty biased, but it is a beautiful place. You can walk out into the bush at night time and sit in a hot pool and just relax under the stars.
Yeah, no, it is.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Now, your family comes from Rotorua?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. I met your Uncle Tata, and Uncle Tata showed me around this incredible place called Hell's Gate.
Yes, it is an amazing place. It's a tourist place.
Yeah.
And it's a place where you get to go there, and they have the hot mud pools and they have the hot streams and things there, and they actually have a place there that, as you said before, is 40 degrees, and it's a waterfall place, and it's a pool where, in the old days, where the warriors used to go away to war. They used to come back, and that's a place where they used to go, and they used to be like cleansed to find that peace again before they went home to their families.
Oh, okay, so this is the Maori warriors?
Māori warriors, yes.
In the olden days?
Yes.
They'd go to war, there'd be a lack of peace, they'd kill each other, I guess, would they? That's the point of war.
War, yes. A lot of hand-to-hand combat. And they used to come back, and after all of that, I mean, you don't just want to walk straight into your home and you're not the nicest looking at the time because you've been at war, and also all the stuff that you've experienced. It's a place where you just...
Emotional stuff.
Yeah, so it's a place that you didn't just get cleansed physically, you got cleansed emotionally. It helped cleanse your mind so you could go back and be there for your families or your villages.
Now, it reminds me of a powerful point and to stop to think about. Guys, sometimes we face battles in our working life, and mothers also, and before we meet each other when we get home to our family life, wouldn't it be wonderful just to be able to stop, pause, before we re-engage with a feeling of peace?
Oh yeah, how often do you take what happened at work home with you?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, and they can clash sometimes, and it's not always the best outcome. So.
Now, it was George Bernard Shaw, the famous atheist I discovered from Uncle Tata, who visited Rotorua, and he named many of the places after the Bible events. There's a pool there called Sodom and Gomorrah.
Oh, yeah. So that was his interpretation of when he got to this place, what he thought of.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what I thought of. The people in Rotorua, it appears to me personally, and sorry if you come from Rotorua, have postponed thinking about what's underneath their feet. Because just 2.5 kilometres beneath the ground at Rotorua, what makes the springs and the streams warm? There's active, living lava, and it bursts upward like a mountain like this. And one day, I just wondered, what would happen if an earthquake hit Rotorua?
Oh, yeah, I'd imagine it would would be a pretty hot earthquake with all the stuff that would explode out of the ground. And we have had times. I mean, I remember a couple of years ago driving down the bottom of the hill past the hospital, past Cuido Park, and next minute there was a bit of ash and stuff landing on the windscreen of your vehicle, and there'd been a mini explosion of that lava.
Was it a geyser or an earthquake, or a bit of lava out of the ground?
Yeah, a bit of a lava out of the ground through a little spot, you know. And we don't think of that every day. Everyone walks past it and goes, oh, look at that steam. Oh, wow, it's amazing. You don't actually think of the danger that's there. And if you did walk around thinking of the danger constantly, you wouldn't have any peace because you'd be so busy freaking out and living in fear.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the people in Rotorua have discovered how to live in the face, this is my view of it, in the face of potential physical catastrophe, and they're able to find peace in their daily lives despite what's happening underneath the ground around about them. How can you find peace in your daily life no matter what's happening and going down around about you? We need to be able to have the skills in order to lead those that we love the most. And today, Pastor Ben Ray in Life Power is sharing those skills with us.